Hey guys, and welcome back to another Tekkit tutorials. I'm Dave from By the Way, and after this lag stops, we're going to turn this guy off right here. Last episode, you saw some item obtaining machines. Today, we're going to go through some of the industrial craft machines, things you need to start off with, stuff like that. So, first off, let me get some power going here. Go like that, but not that. It's very laggy right now. Let me fix that. Okay, much better. Kinda. Okay, so item, industrial craft. Let's get a FSU. These are the things you're going to get into right away, basically, once you're able to start making them. First, we're going to start off with a Macerator. Two kinds, rotary, and regular. Regular one. Explodes because I'm stupid. Wow. So dumb. Let's go with Hoochie barking in the background. Let me take care of him real quick. Okay, now we got it going here. So we've got a Macerator on here. Now what the Macerator does is if I have some iron ore, or any type of ore, so he's got power. This could be for battery. These are for upgrades, speed, electricity. Put your iron ore that you spent all your time mining for and gathering, put it in the top part. Now what this is going to do is going to make all the time and effort that you spent mining so much more worth it. Because for every one iron ore block or gold ore, only works with the ores, tin, copper, the Macerator will create 2 dusts. Okay? And what we're going to do from there is the iron furnace, or the electric furnace. That's what I need. This will be your friend when you are sick of using the regular furnaces, stoves, whatnot. But powered up, you take I'll take one iron dust. It does the same thing as a regular stove or furnace. Creates 1 iron ingot. So for that 1 iron ore block that was created into iron dust, I'm getting 2 ingots, which makes it so much better when you are when you're mining, to just be able to get those and double up your efforts, basically, is what it's doing. Okay. Next, we'll go on to the extractor. Centrifuge, obviously, what it does is it does it quicker. Same with the rotary Macerator. The extractor is also going to be a very, very big friend of yours, because a lot of the stuff you need to make, you need resin from rubber trees. Now, 1 sticky resin can be put into an iron furnace. It'll cook it up, and this is how you make wiring, and it makes 1 rubber. But if you put it in an extractor, once this goes through, slowly you get 3 rubbers. So that is going to be what that is going to be used for, the extractor. You can put water cells in there to make coolant cells or the likes. Let's go on. Got those, got those. The recycler, we'll get into that later. The compressor. Now, compressor is going to be, if you are I'll go with this. Certain things can be compressed. That's not what I wanted. I need the Macerator. We'll let that go through, and we'll find once you get up into the higher, see, that's a hydration cell. Once you get up into the higher industrial craft things, you'll need to compress stuff. Like if you want to make your a nuclear reactor, you need to make uranium bars. The ore is found while you're mining. Put it in a compressor. The compressor obviously compresses, and eventually you will get, see, these can all be upgraded with speed to make them go quicker. Refined uranium. Now that is what you use inside of nuclear reactors after putting it in an empty cell like this. Put an empty cell, bam, uranium cell. But you need to compress it first. To make some of the higher level things, you need to compress mixed metal ingots. It's almost done. Now, this is another thing. Raw carbon fiber. Let's get some more dust. Makes raw carbon fiber from 4 coal dust. That makes 1 raw carbon mesh. It's either right there, advanced alloy. You're going to need these, a lot of these, so get used to making those. The raw carbon mesh can also be compressed. And this can be used for armor and for, I do know you use it in the nuclear reactor. Next, we'll go on to the recycler. Bam, carbon plate. So, things you're going to need in the compressor. Now the recycler, I'm not going to hook up to electricity right now. But basically what this does is it constantly draws electricity. And there's like a little countdown timer here. And what it does is it makes a horrible annoying noise too. It's like doo 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 doo, but you can turn off the sounds. It's absolutely wretched. But what it's doing is it's taking anything you put into it, even just energy, and creating scrap, or creating UU matter. Now, excuse me, it's creating scrap. UU matter is something else. So you would put cobblestone in here, it would go through the recycling bit, and has a chance of creating scrap. It's not 100%, but it's a chance to create scrap. Now, after, actually we can do this. That's not the one that makes the noise, but we'll put this in there. See, it's not 100%. Daytime. Look, we got scrap. Now, using the scrap, you can use it for fertilizer for industrial plants, which we will get into, or you use it in the mass fabricator. Now, this is the one that makes the horrible, horrible sound. What this does is it creates UU matter, but if you put scrap in it, this just draws energy. See the progress? As it's drawing electricity, it uses a lot of electricity, so you need a lot of power going into it. It creates UU matter. UU matter can be used to create basically anything. I think there's a recipe, they're all hidden recipes most of the time, for creating anything in the game that's just a standard block. The one exception is iridium. This iridium ore is used to make iridium plates, which then is used to make armor, some of the better armor in the game. Let's see if they have it in here. Not the red manor. There it is. The quantum suits. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll put all this on. Oh, can't shift click in. This all needs to get charged, but basically the best armor in the game. So let's see if there's any more we can go through here. Recycler. These are going to be pieces. There are the projector fields, which will be a separate separate demo because it's kind of extensive. Generator. I think that's all of them. Magnetizer. I've never used the magnetizer or electrolyzer. There's a fencing that you can put the magnetizer on, and it makes it, if you have like metal boots on, you can zoom up it really quick, kind of like a ladder. The Terraformer is interesting. Let's set that up over here real quick. Let's go with this, this, and this. We'll get a couple of these. We'll go over here, and let me set this up, and I will be right back. Okay, so you get your Terraformer set up here. It doesn't have like an interface or anything, but it takes a little decent amount of electricity. But you have these, they stand for like terraforming something, I don't know. But basically you put those on there, and that gets lit up. And as you can see, the one I used was desertification, and you see that it's drawing a decent amount of electricity, but it's making this area a desert. So if we just let that sit there, eventually this whole area will become desertified. Now there's a couple of different ones: flatification, desertification, chilling, irrigation, cultivation. There used to be one for mushroom biome, but can't seem to find it. Maybe you can make it, but that's like if you're in your own little world and you wanted to change up the... It doesn't actually change the biome you're in. This one doesn't show the biome. So yeah, it does. Extreme hills. Even though it's changing it in the desert, it doesn't change the biome. It just makes it look differently. But that's a little nice, interesting thing if you want to change the way your personal area looks. And you have some extra energy laying around. That's nice. I went over these tools. I think that's going to be it. There's the backpack. Now the carbon plates is used for the nano suits, making those. Let me just give you a quick rundown here. Some of these things are additions to IC2. You can make oil, lava, water, that kind of thing, using electricity. If you just have an overabundance of electricity, you can pump into one of these things and it'll create oil or it'll create lava. It's quite interesting. The energy link is for converting IC2 power into Buildcraft power. So if you had the energy link, I could put this here, and I would run cord into here and then cord out of here, and that cord would go into that guy right there. And instead of having to use these engines, I could use this power to power my quarry. Now this works when you have a nuclear reactor set up and you just have a massive amount of electricity and you can start to consolidate it by using that kind of thing. As you can see, this guy is kind of going along here. It's not the quickest of things. Apparently I don't know if it killed a tree or Tree just died, or just dropped an anvil for whatever reason, but this guy is going to just continue his thing, and eventually you'll have a desert biome here, but it won't become a desert biome, it'll just look like one. But this is one other thing I just want to bring up. This could probably still go on. I'm going to save that for storage. Personal safe is going into storage. But this is just basically the IC2 start-off machines, Macerator, electric furnace, extractor, compressor. Get those things built, get them up and running, using the techniques I showed you for getting power. And you want to get those going right away. They're very important to you. I'm going to close out this tutorial. This is Dave from By the Way. Thank you for tuning in for another Tekkit tutorials. Like always, good luck and have fun.